About 5 years ago, my luggage got eaten by baggage handlers on the way to London. Okay, not literally eaten, but by the time it got offloaded to the side of the baggage carousel, it looked like a T-Rex had taken a few bites out of it. The damage was so bad that the airline replaced it immediately. I didn't even have to make an insurance claim. The agent was at the airport, took one look at it and then said, yep, I can replace it with one pretty much like you've got right now. And since then, I've been traveling with this two-wheel suitcase. To be honest, I was going to replace the old one that the T-Rex ate, but with the new airport insurance replacement, that just kind of seemed a bit silly. But now, it's time. Because there are quite a few disadvantages of traveling with a case like this, especially for the kind of travel that I do. So let me go through the reasons why I'm dumping my two-wheeled large suitcase and why I'm choosing a split-level wheeled duffel case and not the four-wheel spinner case that seems so popular these days. Let's start with why I'm dumping the two-wheel suitcase. First, it's the stairs issue. A lot of places I'm traveling to these days require you to navigate stairs at some point. Now that's not necessarily a deal breaker in itself, although it can be a little inconvenient. But when you marry it together with my second point, you can see why it becomes a problem. The fact is that two-wheel suitcases just tend to be too big for the style of travel that I've switched to. And with all that space inside, I find it hard to restrain myself and not pack a bunch of stuff just in case that I end up not using, or maybe using just once and it really wasn't that critical for me to have it with me. The fact is, having more space means I pack more stuff, meaning my bag just gets heavier and heavier. And even though I'm within luggage limits, I don't really want to be dragging a 20-kilogram suitcase behind me when navigating a new city, especially up and down stairs, particularly if my accommodation is 20 minutes walk from the nearest subway station. Sure, I could take a cab or pack less, but the usual temptation to fill the space I've got tends to defeat me more times than not. And no, I'm not taking a cab because I'm cheap. The third reason is the space inside the two-wheel suitcase is pretty undifferentiated. It's just a box. And that means you need to be pretty organized with packing cells so that you can retrieve what you want when you want. Next, when you get to your destination, the big two-wheeled suitcase can take quite a lot of space in your room. You need to get what you want and then pack it away again in the right space when you move on again. And if you're moving pretty frequently, you need to be super organized to make sure you put everything back in its place. Or before you know it, your case is a mess and you can't find what you want when you want it. Okay, maybe a lot of what I've talked about is user error and I could correct this with better habits and strategies, but I'm going for a more structural solution that will help me pack and travel better. No, I'm not going for a four-wheel spinner case that seems to be pretty popular these days, but come with their own challenges as checked luggage and in most respects are pretty similar in the disadvantages to the older two-wheel types. No, I'm switching to a wheeled duffel bag and not one of those floppy types that you see people dragging behind them. No. I mean a more structured type of wheeled duffel case with a strong spine that won't flop around and with a couple of magical features that I think will transform how I travel and maybe you too. I've chosen and bought this one. This Flylight branded Onyx two-wheel duffel bag here in New Zealand for a few reasons. First, it's big enough, but not too big. Now, large suitcases have a capacity of about 90 to 100 litres, sometimes larger if they have the expander ability like my one does, though at least I didn't tend to use that capability too much. This Flylight case is totally adequate for a 2-week trip with a 95 litre capacity. But here's the best thing. How those 95 litres are broken down across the case. As well as the large U-shaped zip compartment you access at the top like many duffel bags you'll be familiar with, but I do prefer this U-shape to a straight zip, it has these side compartments too, as well as a small zipped compartment along the long side. One end compartment is much deeper and extends to almost the total length of the bag and could be great for organizing shoes or dirty laundry or a combination of both or something else. The other is slimmer. It could be great for organizing gear you want access to easily without going into the main top compartment. And of course you could always use packing cells to help organize that top compartment further. But here are the game changers for me. First, the whole case splits open like a traditional suitcase, with this base section for you to lay out and pack your gear more traditionally. It's a great space for you to roll your clothes and have them organized here, maybe with packing cells too. And it also has this zip divider so you can access the top part of the bag and do everything from here, rather than having to take things in and out of the top and bottom of the bag, making things far too complicated. This makes things simple and easy to organize. It's just great. I also like how the shape and space within the compartment stops my tendency to overpack. It makes me think about how I'm going to use each particular space and pack more efficiently, hopefully eliminating unnecessary stuff too. Here's the next game changer. If you tip the case on its end, you'll see this zipped up section here. Unzip and it reveals backpack straps. Good enough to get you a short distance, but not meant for long hikes. This is perfect for me. If I have to walk a few minutes over cobblestones or up and down stairs, or even if it's a particularly long flight of stairs or a series of switchbacks, this is just great. Now, this wasn't even in the product description or photos when I looked online, so I only found out about this when I went to the shop myself to see it. And it was a really delightful surprise and something I think I'll definitely be using. Now, the pièce de résistance is that this Flylight Onyx was considerably cheaper than others in the market, with no quality issues that I can see. I'll be able to tell you more when I take my first trip next month with this bag. Let me know your thoughts. What kind of luggage are you using? Does it work for you, or are you considering a switch? And this video on planning your next trip could revolutionize how you book your travel. I'll see you there.